Welcome back to TechKidFX for another Vechain price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Vechain chart, which at the time of this recording has continued to hold above a key area of support at around the $0.02436 mark. We have also continued to hold above the 20-day MA and also continue to obey the Elliot structures. And before I give you my next two possible scenarios that could be playing out here on the Vechain chart, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to continue with the video here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a quick recap of what has been happening, where you can see that Vechain, after making its lower low at around the $0.016 mark, we started this massive bounce to the upside, obeying the Elliot structures, where you can see that I have this first wave to the upside, making its high at around the $0.0268 mark. And after seeing the high for that first wave to the upside, whatever we expected next is a corrective structure in the formation of this larger Elliot wave count 2, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, that gave me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and it is within this yellow target area that I was expecting to see the low for that second wave. And you can see that in the formation of this wave 2, we were able to retrace into the area at around the fib level 0.382, so a reaction of the fib level 0.382, and started this bounce to the upside in a move that has managed to break above the 20-day MA and also above a key area of resistance at around the $0.02436 mark. And because of that, I have two possible scenarios that could be playing out here on the Vechain chart. And the first possible scenario is there are chances of still coming lower in the formation of this wave 2 to fully maximize our yellow target area before we can start that massive bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. And there are chances that whatever we are seeing at the moment is just a short-term bullish movement before we can see one more leg down to fully maximize our yellow target area in the formation of that wave 2. And that can also be fully supported by the ABC corrective structure that we expect in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, where we can term these as the wave A, then a wave B making its peak at around the $0.02635 mark, and there are chances of seeing one more leg down in the formation of that wave C to fully maximize our target areas in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 2. And once we have one more leg down in the formation of that wave C and also have one more new low, we can sketch out a new target area to the upside in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3. And in case such a move plays out and we see one more leg down to the lower side in the formation of that wave C to fully maximize our target areas in the formation of that wave 2, then we can be able to sketch out a new target area to the upside in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3. The other possible scenario is that there are chances that we might have made our low at around the $0.02237 mark after seeing a reaction of the fib level 0.382, and there are chances that whatever we are seeing over here could be the start of that massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And if that is the case, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.04074 mark, and that is the minimum that we can expect that wave 3 to the upside to do. And because a wave 3 to the upside is an impulsive wave, we also expect to see a 5-wave structure in formation, having the wave 5 fully maximizing our target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 5. And I believe there are chances that whatever we are seeing at the moment could be the start of that 5-wave structure that we expect in the formation of that wave 3, where we can term these as the first wave to the upside, making its peak at around the $0.02613 mark. Then we are in the formation of this wave 2 before we can expect a wave 3, then a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to fully maximize our target areas in the formation of that wave, a higher Elliot wave count 3, and getting to see whether the second wave right here has done the minimum that we expect a second wave to the lower side to do by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1. That gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618 as a maximum, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that, which is a target area that we are yet to fully maximize, but we have seen a retracement into the area between the fib level 0.382 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, and there are chances that that might be the low for that second wave, and there are chances that soon we might start that bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. And if that is the case, we can also sketch out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.03074 mark. Then expect a wave 4 and then push even higher in the formation of that wave 5. So those are the two possible scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the short-term scenarios, and we need to be a little bit patient for us to have a clear path on which Elliot wave structure is being obeyed here on the Vechain chart. And before I give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, I can first take a look at the indicators, where on the RSI we are trading at around the 55 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices in the formation of that wave 3, and we can also support lower prices to fully maximize our target area in the formation of this wave 2. Also taking a look at the MACD, we have been able to print a bullish cross, but at the moment we are seeing a bit of a decrease in the buying volume here on the MACD, meaning soon we might be able to print that bearish cross. And jumping to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out basing it on the Elliot wave structures. Here on the daily chart you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in red, where you can see that from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a massive bounce to the upside, seeing an all-time high at around the $0.28 mark in what I'm terming as that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market in a move that has now given us the low for that second wave. And after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, whatever we expect next is a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, where I have target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.46277 mark, before we can expect a wave 4 and then push even higher in the formation of that wave 5. And that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios and also on the long-term scenarios. And let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.